Wake the fuck up, samurai.
Oh, chill out, Johnny. We've got until September. Welcome to the virtual towers of Binary Arcadia, where the games go on long into the night. Greetings, BArcadians. I've taken a break from consuming my own body weight in junk food in this UK lockdown to film you a little unboxing video. And you probably guessed from the skit at the start, it's Cyberpunk 2077 themed. Apologies for this slightly strange camera angle. It's literally because I'm lazy and I'm going to use the same angle to film the unboxing shortly. So what have we got? We've got a Johnny Silverhand figurine from McFarlane Toys, fully opposable. I think there's a little stand in there as well to display him on. Here we go. Let's grab him for you. So here it is, BArcadians. Looking good, eh? I'm really excited about this, and something I can enjoy as we wait until September for the release of Cyberpunk 2077. Let's get to it. So here we go then, BArcadians. We've got Cyberpunk 2077, Johnny Silverhand. I think this is 17 centimeters or 7 inches in length. As we said, McFarlane Toys. I bought this from Animegami.co.uk and it's about £27, so I think pretty reasonable for a little display piece that's fully opposable. So let's try and get this bad boy open. Just the standard kitchen knife, no cyberpunk themed laser knives on this one. And out we come. So there he is. Sure, there is a base in here as well. So there's Keanu in all his glory. Right, well, I've returned with a pair of scissors just to help me get through these plastic snips, and of course a lot safer than a big old knife. Right then, McFarlane, you've made this pretty robust. This is ridiculous. So we've returned with another pair of scissors, this time a little bit more suited to the task. Well, there we go, 3 hours later, and I've finally liberated Keanu from his very well-made packaging from McFarlane Toys. Collectors amongst you will probably be gasping in horror right now, but I've decided just to cut into this. It wasn't worth risking damaging these little pieces as I remove them. I mean, they're fairly pliable, I think they would have been fine, but I don't care for this. There's a nice little way you can actually display this from the looks of it on this stand, so I'm going to opt to use that instead. We can admire Keanu in all his glory. I'll put his guitar together shortly. So yeah, it's sort of like a flexible plastic, which is nice. We've got knee joints, got some movement in the feet, the toes. Arms, elbows, hands twist in the head, and we've got this presumably this hand is actually to grip his guitar. We've got a replacement hand if you just want him to give him the old devil horns, hard rock style. Bear with me and I'll pop out a few of the bits, see if we can see what he looks like on the stand. Right, BArcadians, so a bit of a massacre here, and actually this is something to mention which is quite disappointing. So we've got this plastic stand, which obviously you can pop Johnny on to display him, which is lovely. Unfortunately, it's behind this plastic kind of shielding, and really the only way of getting it off without, spending hours meticulously trying to tease it away with minimal damage is to rip it, as I have done here. And it's a real shame because, well, as you can see, this would have made a really nice backdrop to display him in. I mean, obviously, if you just keep him in the case, you can display him as such, and that kind of suspended in the other plastic we saw earlier. But it would have been much nicer to have sat him on this display stand in the box with this as a background and put it back in the box. But that's obviously, kind of put to the sword now because, well, it looks a right mess. So, yeah, drop me comments down below, BArcadians, if you think I could have tackled that any other way, but to my logic, that was the best job I could have managed. Anyway, we'll dry our eyes on that one and move aside to seeing what Keanu looks like. So here he is, BArcadians. I'll try and bring that up to the camera so you can see him We'll do some stills and a slideshow at the end anyway. But what I've done is I've just set him up with his guitar and his strap. Fits reasonably nicely. You can see I've formed him in quite a nice little pose there. Some nice detail and textures on him. You can tell that's Keanu as well, pretty decent likeness. And then included in that, as I mentioned, we've got this bass stand. Cyberpunk 2077 model Johnny Silverhand it reads. We've got some sort of bottle of presumably whiskey, as he's a bit of a rock star, eh? And then we've got his replacement, I think it's referred to as rock on hand, but the old devil horns. So yeah, that is that. As I say, we'll run a quick slideshow through just to show you a few kind of dramatic shots. And I think I'm basically committed to displaying him outside of the box now. So yeah, just to cover that one off really, we bring back in the packaging. It doesn't seem to be a halfway house on this one. You're committed to either taking it out of the box and displaying it out of, because you've essentially ruined the look of the packaging because of this design, or you can keep it entirely in the box and not take him out at all. So, bit of a shame. Feels like with a better design you could have had a bit more leeway as to how you would choose to display him. If you want to get your hands on this, I will share a link in the description of where I bought it from, and maybe you can add it to your collection sometime soon.
We have a city to burn.
So there we have it, BArcadians, a splendid little piece from McFarlane Toys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please don't forget to give us a like to help to grow and support the channel, and make sure you're already subscribed and ring that bell for notifications. And I think that's about it. Another one for the archives. Stamped and completed.